If you are ambitious but feel lazy, this might be the most important lesson you ever hear. You don't actually have a motivation problem. You have a friction problem. You have big goals. You imagine a better version of yourself. You want discipline, success, and respect. But when it's time to act, you scroll, you delay, you wait for the right mood. This is not because you are lazy. This is because your brain is trying to protect you. Psychology calls this energy conservation bias. Your brain is wired to avoid large effort with delayed rewards. So when you tell yourself, I will study for 6 hours every day, your brain sees it as a threat. Too much effort, too much discomfort, no immediate reward, and it shuts you down. Now here is the samurai lesson. Samurai did not rely on motivation. They relied on ritual. They followed a principle that modern science calls Kaizen, which means continuous improvement through very small actions done daily. Not 5 hours. Not a perfect routine. Just one small step every single day, no matter what. And neuroscience explains why this works. When you set a tiny task, like studying for 2 minutes, reading 1 page, or doing 1 push-up, your brain does not activate the fear response. Instead, when you complete it, your brain releases dopamine. Dopamine is not just a reward chemical. It is the chemical of action. It makes you want to repeat the behavior. Small action leads to dopamine. Dopamine leads to repetition. Repetition builds habits. Habits change identity. This is how a person who feels lazy becomes disciplined. The real problem is not that you do nothing. The real problem is that you expect too much from yourself at once. Ambitious people often fail because their goals are too big for their current nervous system. You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. Here is the Samurai Kaizen system for ambitious but lazy minds. First, make the task extremely small. Not 2 hours of study, just open the book. Second, remove choice. Do it at the same time and in the same place every day. Discipline is not willpower. Discipline is automation. Third, stop after the minimum. You are allowed to do more, but you are never required to do more. This builds consistency without burnout. Fourth, track the streak, not the intensity. Your brain values continuity more than effort. A 30-day streak of 2 minutes is more powerful than 1 day of 5 hours. Over time, something powerful happens. Your brain stops seeing the task as a threat. It becomes familiar. Familiar becomes easy. Easy becomes automatic. And the person who could not start becomes the person who cannot skip. This is identity rewiring. Behavioral psychology calls this self-perception theory. You do not act because you are disciplined. You believe you are disciplined because you act. Action creates identity. Samurai did not wait to feel ready. They practiced daily until action became their nature. You do not need motivation. You need a tiny, repeatable ritual. So tonight, do 1 thing for 2 minutes. Tomorrow, repeat it. No drama, no perfection, no excuses. Because success is not built by intensity. It is built by continuity. And the most dangerous person in the world is not the most talented one. It is the one who shows up every single day, even for 2 minutes. Be that person.